Hello, hello, and welcome to the Royds Review Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Andy.
And we are back with a little hot and fresh.
Ow, I burnt my hand.
Fucking Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 at night. Andy, how you doing?
I'm good. How about you, Robbie?
I am good. Now, was this your first time seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Yeah. What about you?
No.
What?
I wrote the movie.
You're James Gunn?
You caught me. You caught me in a lie.
Well, it's pretty easy.
You caught me in a lie, my guy.
Yeah. I've known you for years.
Yeah. And it turns out when we're recording a podcast 2 days after a movie comes out.
Yeah.
It's probably the first time we've seen that movie.
Probably.
So, which theater did you see this in? Let's dox Andy.
Okay. Cinemark.
Now, when did you see this? Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday?
Saturday morning.
Okay. All right. What was the situation? What was your crowd sitch?
I had purchased my seats long before, maybe Tuesday that week. And I picked right in the middle of towards the back, and wasn't that crowded. And I ended up sitting next to a stranger, and I had plenty of room. And just whatever,
Now, okay, awesome. I saw this in a Regal in Deer Park.
Okay.
I saw this on Thursday night, actually. This was the first time I'd ever done this. Has gone to one of those Thursday night showings.
Wow.
It was an 8 p.m. showing, and it was pretty empty.
Really?
I mean, it was one of those movie theaters. It's set up where you have that first group of seats, and then the walkway, like the big kind of walkway, and then you go up a little bit, and there's more seats. And the whole upper part was, I'd say, about 80% full. The bottom part, empty. Maybe 2 or 3 people.
When we saw Jurassic World Dominion together, we were the only people in that theater.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, that movie grossed $1 billion. But then I just sound like one of those people well, that didn't affect me the way it affected everyone else. Can't be real. But
there were people there. The theater was definitely at least half full.
Okay.
So I was kind of exaggerating when I said empty, but it was just I was expecting, because it was the Thursday night showing, it was going to be totally packed up.
Right.
But they also had it running in multiple theaters.
There you go.
So it's 8 p.m. on a Thursday, and a lot of people are not going out on a Thursday.
No, not me.
And you had a 7 o'clock showing, a 7:30, an 8 o'clock. You know what I mean? So they had multiple theaters running it, and then multiple times.
Yeah. You ever at the end of these movies you stay with the after credits and all that?
Yes.
And at the end they turn the lights on, and you ever just look at the chairs?
I try not to, because I'm always disgusted when I look down and see all the popcorn on my shirt.
Well, yeah, I stood up, stretched, and I turned around. All the chairs are grotty as fuck. They're wear and tear all on the butts and the heads, and it's man, these you think you're walking into a nice theater because the lights are off, and then they turn the lights on. You're
Oh yeah.
Well, I've been sitting in filth for 3 hours.
Movie theaters are a step above peep shows in terms of,
Oh yeah.
Hygienicy. I think that's the word.
It's gotta be. I took a shower when I got home.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are absolutely gross.
Yeah.
So far, it looks like this is going to make around $116 million opening weekend.
That's crazy.
That's a strong opening weekend.
Yeah.
That's very, very strong.
Do we know what the budget for the movie was?
I'm sure I can find that out. Give me one moment.
Clickety clackety, clickety clackety, clickety clackety.
Oh shit! I gotta go that quickly now. Clickety clackety, clickety clackety. I just typed in clickety clackety.
Ah, shit.
You know what? That's my fault.
But did the budget come up?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, $250 million.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. This was also 2.5 hours long, and I don't know if it needs to be that long. But let's get into some trailers.
All right. In my theater, the first trailer, I believe, was Gran Turismo.
All right, I just want to interrupt you real quick and be very clear. I missed most of the trailers. I only saw the end of the last trailer in my theater because we were having problems with my tickets.
Robbie.
So I went by, I asked Andy, hey, what trailers ran when you saw it? And then I watched those trailers on YouTube. So we have seen the same trailers.
Yeah. Gran Turismo is, of course, a long-running PlayStation franchise with a bunch of vroom vrooms. I
don't think I've played that often. I may have played it like once or twice years ago.
I mean, you gotta be honest. When it comes to racing games, I don't give a fucking shit.
If I can't throw shit at people, right. I'm not playing that racing game.
It's not a kart racer. I'm out.
Yeah.
Although there's a shit. What was it called? Shit. It was for like PS3 era. It's I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a real racing game, but with kart racing elements. So like you pick up power ups and you can like shoot people, but it's like with real cars and real city.
That's cool. I have no idea.
I can't fucking remember what it was. Shit. I have it. It's fun.
Shit Racers.
I think it's called shit. I can't remember what it was. Racers.
Excellent. Very good. Yeah. When they said based on a true story, I'm not looking it up, but how much?
Yeah. I mean,
I'll be honest. When I played Red Dead, I wanted to be a cowboy. So.
You're okay, girl.
Arthur Morgan.
We're gonna go to Tahiti. We're gonna become mango farmers, Arthur.
I started replaying Red Dead Redemption recently.
Oh, shit.
2. It's a beautiful game.
Oh, yeah. Visually, practically flawless. It's an incredible... I mean, it's a great game. If I were to start playing that again, I would have to see it through to the end. And I just don't have that kind of time.
That's one of those games where once you start playing it, exactly, you have to finish it, and you have to be like, I'm setting aside at least 2 hours right now.
Yeah.
To play this game.
Also with Breath of the Wild 2 coming out, or whatever it's called, Tears of the Kingdom. It's coming out soon, like next week. And, free time.
Well, Red Dead Redemption 2 looks beautiful, but you know what doesn't look beautiful?
What?
This Little Mermaid.
See the trailer I saw? I was like, this looks fine.
That CG looks like shit.
I don't know, I didn't have a problem. Also, the fucking part of your world that they do, she's like, part of your world. It's the highest note I've ever heard in my life. Gave me goosebumps. I was like, I might see this. I might see this.
You know, it's funny. This is why I think we saw different trailers. Because in mine, I didn't get that. She sang part of your world, but then like she didn't go high like that.
Oh no, dude, it's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy.
So, you know what my biggest issue with this new Little Mermaid is?
I bet it's the skin color. You son of a bitch.
Well, it's the fucking runtime. I looked it up. I had to. Because,
how much is it?
Well, hold on. I saw an article, and it said the Little Mermaid with, added lyrics and new songs by Lin-Manuel Miranda. It is 2 hours long.
That's too long.
This movie, the animated film, was perfect at 87 minutes long.
Yeah.
Perfect. 2 hours, and you know what my biggest fear is? We're gonna get some musical segment of why Ursula has a tragic backstory, so she's not really a villain.
Yep.
What are we doing adding songs? I don't care if you're changing lyrics, but why are we adding songs?
I don't know. I mean, I think just your boy Lin-Manuel is fucking hot right now. He's hot.
He's talented. I'm tired of him. Disney, get someone else to write your songs for a new movie. Remember in the 90s, they had pop artists doing new songs for every fucking movie at a time.
Yeah.
And they just go, I just keep getting Lin-Manuel Miranda. Fuck that.
He's printed money.
Printed money. Oh, listen, I don't blame him. Get that bag.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just
Encanto, though. Encanto.
Oh, slaps. But you know what? I just don't need every Disney movie to have his, because as good as it is, same thing with Moana. The music's good, but it sounds almost exactly, you could tell it's the same artist as Encanto.
I didn't know Moana was Lin-Manuel as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so is the Mary Poppins sequel.
I didn't see that.
It was good. I liked it a lot. I mean, he's not a great actor, but
who?
Lin-Manuel.
Oh yeah. I mean, I saw the Hamilton on Disney Plus, because who the fuck could afford to see that? You know.
Yeah.
And it was always sold out, even if you could afford. But like, yeah, like as a singer, I was like, this guy's not very good.
No,
but like,
he's a great musician.
Yeah, great writer and musician. Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's one of those things where he takes opportunities when they come, and I don't blame him. But there's a charm in saying, I'm a writer and a musician. I'm not an actor. I'm not an actor, and I'm not really much of a leading singer.
Right.
Again, talented dude. I'm not taking anything away from him, but there is a charm, and like that's why whenever every rock star, this is from the 70s, tried to become an actor at one point.
Yeah.
And then the world said, stop.
Yeah, please.
Just don't do that. But this doesn't need to be 2 hours long, this new Little Mermaid. Although, Javier Bardem, I'm totally down for as King Triton.
Yeah, honestly, the trailer that I saw, I didn't see any trailer before that, because I was like, I don't really care. Yeah, this one I was like, oh shit, maybe it's because I was in the theaters and everything's like better in the theater.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I might see that.
That's a movie I will wait till Disney Plus, especially at 2 hours long. I don't need a 2 hour Little Mermaid.
No, I don't think anybody does.
No, stop adding. But then again, this is why these movies are perfect animated.
Yeah.
And I don't need it. What was the next trailer in your theater?
I think Oppenheimer.
Incredible. I have nothing else to say other than that looks incredible.
Yeah. All those explosions, like while it's like zooming in on him and he's like becoming transparent, the explosion is becoming more apparent. It's like, fuck, oh shit. Yeah. It's Chrissy Knowles. Knowles.
Looks incredible. That's the only note I had. Like, I watch these on YouTube, and the only note I have on that is literally, this looks incredible. I will see this in theaters. Yeah.
And the first person that you see in that trailer is Josh from Drake and Josh.
I know! That's like, so funny.
I never thought it'd be so easy.
Well, I'm not calling you a truther.
Nice.
We also got the Marvels trailer. Actually, that was the last one in my theater, because that was right before the movie played.
Okay, I don't remember the order, but yeah. Sounds great.
This looks like a lot of fun.
Yes, it does.
People downloaded this on YouTube. I'm sorry. This movie likes a great time. I don't know what people are complaining about. Oh, no, yes, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. People suck.
Yeah. Brie Larson gets a lot of hate for some reason on the internet. I don't get it.
I think she also leans into it a little bit.
Doing what? I don't know what does she do?
No, like people started hating on her for no reason, and I was like, guys, who fucking cares? And then when she sometimes goes like, Miss Marvel's easily the strongest superhero, or Captain Marvel's easily the strongest superhero in the MCU. And I know she doesn't really believe that, but she's just trying to irk all those fucking pieces of shit, all those incels who are like, why is this woman superhero? Yeah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
But she's got boobies.
That first Captain Marvel was a good movie.
Yeah, it was solid.
Yeah. Was it great? No, but it was a good time.
Yeah, it's fine.
So fuck off. She's good in these movies. The only I didn't love her in Endgame, I'm being totally honest, because I just thought Captain Marvel, I'm gonna get that fucked up every time. I think Captain Marvel was not used properly in Endgame.
She was kind of shoehorned in there.
Yeah. Especially because at the end, I would have just had her win.
Well, yeah. I mean, she takes down the big ship that's about to kill everybody, and then she has a little struggle.
And Thanos wrecks her ass.
Yeah, with the Power Stone. I like how he headbutts her, and she's like, I didn't feel that. And he's like, oh shit. That's where he takes the Power Stone. That was cool. But yeah, I mean, I liked Miss Marvel. I know nobody liked Miss Marvel. I liked it.
It took me a few episodes, but about 3 episodes in, I was really into it. But then the end let me down again. The end of all those Disney Plus shows have let me down, or at least a lot of them.
Yeah, Loki was good.
Loki was good, but that also wasn't the end. You never know on these
ones.
True. Like Loki, you knew you were getting a second season.
Yeah.
With Miss Marvel, you didn't know. And here, I don't think we are, because we're going right into the Marvels. And it was just kind of like, I didn't love the big fight. But I was really enjoying the show by the end of it.
Yeah, I found I liked just her and her family scenes more than all the superhero stuff. I was like, can we get back to the normal stuff? I actually like that a lot. Like, I liked their family. I thought they were great.
I liked
mom and dad were awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. The dad was incredible.
Yeah.
The dad was so funny. I mean, all the scenes with the mom, it was very emotional.
Yeah.
It was very real. I thought it was good. I thought Miss Marvel was better than She-Hulk.
I agree.
She-Hulk was a show. It took me. I liked episodes like 4 and 5, or like there were like 2 episodes I liked in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And everything else I was like, this isn't very good.
She-Hulk, it felt like it was kind of an afterthought. Like, it was like, this is like a regular sitcom where, you know, it's not really that serialized, but then it would like randomly get really serialized and like not like a sitcom.
Yeah.
And the CGI was like all over the place.
Yes. Well,
and like you see where they spent the money. It was when Daredevil showed up and they have a fight. And I was like, oh, this looks fucking good.
Yes.
And then the next scene looks like crap. Like, okay.
Yeah, well, all the scenes with her and the Hulk looked like shit.
See, I think the Hulk model always looks good.
Well, that's because they've perfected it.
Yeah, they've had years. Like, this is a brand new model.
This was another thing that, like, Marvel was fixing it as it was on the air.
Yeah.
Because they were updating the CG, and it's like, stop doing that.
Yeah, wait till it's done, and then release it.
Yeah.
Like, we're getting too much Marvel, especially at that point anyway. You know? So, I'm glad that I know that, at least I heard from the, I'll cite my sources, the Weekly Planet. They say that Kevin Feige is kind of wrestling for creative control back. Like, he kind of, it kind of got away from him. And he's finally like, you know what? Less is more.
Yeah.
And you could see, because, like, it's, every Marvel thing has always been character driven. And Ant-Man had like no character stuff at all.
None.
It was just like cool stuff. And I liked it, but am I going to remember it? Probably not. Same with Thor. Thor 4 was like, it had character stuff, but they barely touched on it.
The only thing I remember from Ant-Man is that guy looks like broccoli.
Yeah.
Thor 4 I rewatched, and I did not like it on the second rewatch.
Well, yeah, I would imagine.
I was like, well, I spoke pretty highly of it when we did our Hot and Fresh on it.
Same.
And then I rewatched it and I was like, oh, this sucks.
Yeah.
This is not a good movie.
See, where like when I saw Ragnarok the first time, I was like, that was okay, I guess. And then the second time I was like, oh, that was one of the best.
Yeah.
Where I feel like with Thor 4, I was like, oh yeah, that was okay, I guess. And then the next one I'll be like, no, that was actually bad.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't yet, but at some point. I've been talking to my mom about, because she's like, oh, what movie did you see? I was like, oh, I saw Guardians 3. She's like, oh, what's that? I was like, all right, I'm telling her about it. She's like, interested. I was like, you know, we should sit down and watch all these fucking MCU movies and see how you like it. So, like, I might revisit all these MCU movies with mommy.
Aww.
Is that weird? Is that weird to say mommy?
No.
I don't actually say mommy.
Okay. You can say whatever you want, man. I don't mind.
I say mommy to my wife. Anyway.
All right.
Now it's weird.
It is a little weird now, yeah. Transformers Rise of the Yeasts. It's about baking bread.
Oh, it's just a bunch of big robots baking bread.
Yeah. They look cool. I don't care. I do not care.
No, I don't give a shit. I never gave a shit. Although, I used to watch Beast Wars when I was a kid.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun. But this is not like that at all.
No. Is this movie about like mass edging? Because at one point he goes, "Let them come."
Yes, he did. And I said something like that to my wife, like in the theater. It was like, "Let them come." I was like, "You hearing that?" And she's like, "Yeah, I heard it." Yeah.
How long have you been edging that guy? He goes, he eats planets. Okay, cool. So now we have Galactus in Transformers. Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Apparently there's like a deep lore in Transformers. There's like comics and shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's all just to sell them toys.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
And then one final trailer I want to mention is the new Wes Anderson film, Asteroid City.
Yeah, I just watched that because that was not in the theater.
Wasn't in mine either, but it came up on my YouTube.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to watch that.
And it's very Wes Anderson.
It's so Wes Anderson. That cast is nuts.
Yes, it is.
The cast list is incredible.
Same in Oppenheimer. That's a stack cast as well.
RDJ's in that.
Yeah.
And you don't even see him in the trailer. And if you do, I don't recognize him.
Yeah, he's at the end of the trailer.
Is he? Okay, I didn't see him.
Yeah, and he's all like, I am Iron Man. And
that's weird.
Everybody's like, yeah, just, can you not do that?
We don't need to do this here.
It was really confusing to the audience.
Fans. I am Dr. Doolittle.
Better, but please stop.
Still.
Just be the character we're paying you to be, for the love of God.
You want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Nah.
Okay. Later, everybody.
All right. Yeah, hell yeah, I do. Hell
All right,
yeah.
so spoilers ahead. If you're still listening, yeah, that's your fault.
Yeah, you're a dumb guy.
Spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. What'd you think?
I cried so much.
So did I. Okay, cool.
Like, too much. In fact, there was a point where I was like, I think this might be too much. And then the way it ends, it's more of like this is fine. This is all, like, everybody's okay.
Yeah.
Like, even though everybody's experienced terrible, terrible traumas that will change them forever, everybody's all right now.
Yeah, I was weeping in that theater.
Yes. Anything with cute little animals.
Yeah.
Being tortured and promised great things only to be let down horribly and die a terribly painful death.
That was so hard to watch.
Good golly gosh.
That was incredibly hard to watch when she's sitting there screaming, rocket floor teeth, leave now. Rocket floor teeth, leave now. I'm like, no. I was done.
Dude, when Lila gets shot and she dies and Rocket just lets out a scream. I was right there. I was like, Jesus, this is too much. This is actually too much. My heart hurts.
Yeah. It was somehow they made a scene that was sadder than the opening scene of the first Guardians movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, this movie is not for children.
No, that's brutal. That was brutal to watch. I mean,
there's a lot in this that's like, this is not for kids.
Well, first off, I think with all these animal deaths is why, we didn't get any Guardians deaths. Because I bet you when James Gunn put in these animals getting shot to death, Kevin Feige was like, we can't kill anybody now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they did kill an entire planet of people.
Yes, but I'm talking about like the guard, because like going into this, I thought Drax and Rocket were goners.
I thought when Rocket dies, I thought that he was going to die right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, I mean, I think I'm just jumping around because I'm all flabbergasted. But the acting in this, Chris Pratt is absolutely crushing it.
He brings it when Rocket's dying and he's screaming at the table.
Yeah. Even in the beginning, where he's like, everybody I know dies, and like, it's like the first Guardians. It's about your traumas and your friends helping you through your traumas. The second one is about whatever the second one's about. I forget.
Daddy issues.
Daddy issues, sure. And then this one is about acceptance. Everybody has to accept something in this. Like, at the end, Peter Quill accepts that that's not his Gamora, and that's okay. Rocket accepts that he's a raccoon, and he's, an experiment and all that stuff. The bad guy, what's his name?
The High Evolutionary?
The High Evolutionary.
Chakotay, the guy from Peacemaker.
Oh, yeah, he is in Peacemaker. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I recognize him from. But he fucking tears it up acting.
Dude, so good.
But like,
Chakotay Iwuji.
All right. That guy. I'm not going to try. But he dies because he can't accept that he can't control Rocket.
Right.
He can't accept things the way they are, so he dies. And also they show his mangled face, which I did not see coming.
This was probably the most gruesome MCU movie.
for sure, and 7 years ago.
Yes, very good.
Thank you.
Because like, not only do they show, okay, in the theaters when they're like, it's a mask, and I was like, ooh, show that face. Ooh, show it.
Yeah.
And then they did. I was like, ooh, yeah. Yeah, you just got half a star added.
They fucking peeled his face off too. Like she peels it off and then he hits the floor.
Yeah.
And you see like the goop. I was like, hell yeah.
And then they show me he has no nose and oh baby. Ooh. I was like, ooh, I got goosebumps. I was like, that's so good. Thank you. Thank you for leaving that in. That made this movie, because that motherfucker got what he deserved.
Yes, he did. You know, he was so good at playing a villain because, like, you hate his fucking guts.
Yes.
Yeah, he was great.
But when I talk about how gruesome this was, I mean, not only that, but then when Warlock, who is Will Poulter, is great as Warlock in this. Yeah. When he fucking roasts that guy.
Yeah.
And he's just a skeleton. It's like, oh, he's dead. He's dead.
Yeah.
That was also very funny. You're like, how much more of a lesson could I have taught him?
Yeah. And like that he's like still a baby, but a grown man. It's great.
Well, they say like you took him out too early. Like he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
But not only that, but then we had that guy who Groot drives into the fucking ground and then drowns him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we see the guy's dead fucking body as Quill rips the thing out of his head.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy died a gruesome death, and he deserved it.
And he fucking deserved it. Yeah. But I'm sorry, I was not expecting in a 2023 MCU movie, you see that guy's lifeless fucking face.
Yeah, underwater. Yeah.
Like, it's one thing when you see a skeleton. It's like, because there's almost like comedic aspect to that. Right. But then like, oh, that's real. That motherfucker is dead.
Yeah. No, that. Honestly, I thought that this movie was on par with the first one in greatness. I really enjoyed this movie. I thought every turn was excellent.
See, I liked this, but I do think there was a chapter missing between volumes 2 and 3.
Okay.
And I say that because in chapter 2, we meet the Sovereign People. Or volume 2, we meet the Sovereign People. Awesome. They were great. They're good in this, the 2 we see.
Mm-hmm.
There's no mention of the High Evolutionary in the last movie. None.
No.
But now, for some reason, in this movie, the Sovereign People are not going after Rocket for the batteries. They're going after Rocket because the High Evolutionary told them to.
Yeah. So there should have been something where they're going after Rocket, and then like he's like, why are you going after that guy? And they're like, oh, he stole our batteries. And they're like, oh, let me see a picture. And they show him. And he's like, oh, I need that guy.
Yeah.
But that wasn't there. That happened off screen, I guess.
Yeah. And like, to me, it's just one of those weird things where it's very much like watching the last movie. And it's like, wait, hold on. So they don't care that Rocket stole the batteries anymore? And we also don't see any of the sovereign nation other than those two, other than Warlock and his mother or whatever her name is.
Right.
So like that to me was like the biggest part of the movie where I'm sitting there going, how did we get here?
I can understand that.
Because like, I was like, that's fine. But like you said, give me one scene of them talking, or I need something that kind of ties that together, because I thought they weren't going to be connected. It was just going to be, the High Evolutionary was the A plot and the Sovereign People were the B plot, but they were connected in a way that I don't think they earned.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, they kind of just drop it like, oh, he created the Sovereigns.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind that. But we met the Sovereigns last time and Rocket aggrieved them. He stole their batteries. And the end of the last movie is them vowing revenge because he stole their batteries and destroyed all their drones.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, that's their motivation. And then all of a sudden, oh, no, we're chasing him because the High Evolutionary told us to. It's like, when?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
My other big critique is I wish we got more of the Ravagers.
Yeah. They kind of just show up, drop Gamora off, and bounce.
Yeah, it just feels like an excuse to get Gamora into the movie, which is fine, but I don't know. They didn't do anything with him. I guess it's fine. It really doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I think that this is like Gamora shines in this, especially in that one scene in the ship where she's like, "I'm not the fucking person you want me to be."
Yes.
Like, stop. Quit putting that shit on me.
Yeah.
And that was good. That was good.
She's awesome. Zoe Saldana is phenomenal again.
Yeah. Yeah, but like in the other two Guardians movies, she doesn't really have that kind of moment.
It's because she is a different Gamora.
Yeah, it's true. But yeah, this movie made me cry several times when Rocket dies, and like they're like, yeah, we remember the sky. Turns out the sky is great.
Yes,
it's great up here. And he's like, "Can I come?" And she's
when he was greeted by Dumbledore.
Yep,
at the train station. This is what that looked like.
Yeah, but like, then she's like, "No, you got to go back."
Yeah,
I was like, "Fuck."
It was sad as shit.
Yeah,
but then again, when no one died, I was going, "Oh, okay." That felt like Kevin Feige saying, "No one can die, just in case."
Right, but like, they can't get James Gunn back.
No, but they, money can probably convince Batista to come back.
Yeah.
And we know Star-Lord's coming back because it said at the end.
Yeah, it said it. But like, I can't imagine a full Guardians movie without James Gunn leading it. So like, if anything, they'll probably pick and choose who they'll have in like Secret Wars or whatever.
I think it's just gonna be Star-Lord. I think we might get a Guardians show with Rocket leading that crew without Bradley Cooper doing the voice. Because I don't think that crew is going to draw in a movie crowd.
No. Yeah, that would be cool, though.
It might even be an animated show.
Yeah.
But they could possibly do that.
I mean, I guess, we're not doing questions because it's like brand new. But here's a question. And it kind of goes for the Guardians too. There's a little cameo with Yondu.
Yes.
Where he's like, use your heart to control the
Use your heart, boy.
Yeah. I don't understand. You're using your heart to like brutally murder people. I don't really get it.
It's not using your heart to murder. It's using your heart to control the dart.
And brutally murder people.
Okay, but that's also you're also saving people though.
Right. But I just don't understand. It's very vague. Use your heart. And
no,
then
it's
they
not.
Close their eyes and then they do it.
It's a movie trope.
Yeah.
Use your heart, not your brain. Stop it. You know what it is? It's don't think so much. It's the same thing as like a sports analogy. Don't think.
Don't think, just do. Yeah. Okay. Just do it.
Do it. Execute Order 66.
Unlimited.
I thought this was the weakest soundtrack of all three movies.
I thought the use of Creep in the beginning was very good.
So did I. I liked the beginning of Rocket like singing Creep and listening to the acoustic version.
Yeah.
Although that's immediately where I started looking for the F-bomb because I did read articles that they dropped the F-bomb in this.
Yeah.
And so I was like, now what? He goes, get in the fucking car.
Yeah. That was great. I did not see it coming.
No, me neither. Especially because like the whole time I'm waiting for him to drop it. And then when it's in such a minuscule part, I was like, that's great. That's incredible. But
incredible. Nebula is also great in this.
Yes. But when they're playing Creep, that's when I started looking for like, oh, did they just drop it in the song? Like,
nice, says you're so very special. Like,
yes,
the edited version.
Yeah, well, it's also the acoustic version of it because it's just him on an acoustic guitar.
Acoustic,
very good. But overall, I thought this was kind of disappointing. Although I loved that they used "Come and Get Your Love Again" at the end.
Yeah. I don't know. There was that one like backwall Alice Cooper song.
I'm always chasing rainbows.
Yeah, I think I don't remember.
I have the soundtrack up. That's how I knew that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember.
It just I don't know. It wasn't bad. Like the songs aren't bad on it, but like it just felt like when they started playing Crazy on You, it felt out of nowhere. Like, because like Creep ends and then all of a sudden we're dun 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 dun. It's like, what the fuck? I mean, that could have worked better, but a minute of silence would have been nice there.
Yeah.
But like they use like the flaming lips, which is cool, but it's so much, and I guess that kind of worked. Also, what do we do with No Sleep Till Brooklyn? Why does the MCU love the Beastie Boys right now?
I don't know what else are they using the Beastie Boys in.
The Marvels trailer.
Really?
Yeah.
I never even noticed.
Yeah.
Was it No Sleep Till Brooklyn again?
No, it was what's it called? Intergalactic or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh. Okay.
And it's like, man, they really love the Beastie Boys at this time.
Well, Beastie
which is
Boys are
cool.
great.
Yeah. It was like, oh, okay, using them a lot. But like dog days are over. Like, oh, I get it because the dog days are over.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's very un-James
okay
Gunn.
Now. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
that was very un-James Gunn to be like, yeah. And I was like, again, great song. And it did fit. I'll kind of give him credit, but I was like, Also, Badlands during the credits, although that's one of my favorite Bruce Springsteen songs. Like, this is just out of nowhere.
Yeah. I mean, my wife's big critique at the end of the movie was I didn't like that Groot said words.
I love you guys.
Yeah. And I was like, that didn't really bother me.
It didn't bother me, but I got to agree with her.
Because like, if he could just talk, why doesn't he just talk?
Yeah, like how long has he been able to do that for?
Yeah. And he did it with like little effort.
Yeah. Like it wasn't like the whole movie, like someone was trying to get him to do it.
Yeah. I figured like maybe if he just said "We are Groot" again,
that could have worked.
Yeah.
Well, like,
but like everybody was just like, "I love you guys," and he was like, "I love you guys."
Yeah,
All right.
Here's my thinking of it, of why like I wish we got like someone who had just met Groot. Like, give me a scene of someone just being like, trying to get someone to talk. When I was a baby, this is true. My first words were "I love you."
Wow.
And the only person I would say it to was my father. Because when I was a baby, my dad worked nights and he would come home and it would just be him and the baby awake. And he would sit there and just going, "I love you." And eventually it just became a mimic thing.
Right.
So like, give me a scene where someone's treating Groot like a parrot, just like trying to get him to say something. And then you can have Groot say that. But then at the end, it's like, "I love you guys." Like, where the fuck does that come from? Where'd you learn how to do that?
Yeah.
But also everyone can understand Groot now. So I guess it doesn't matter. Why is he even doing it?
Yeah.
If everyone, even Star-Lord can understand "I am Groot," he should just be like, "I am Groot." And someone goes, "We love you too, Groot." There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. So I kind of got to agree with Alexis on that one.
Yeah. Other than that, I thought this movie was phenomenal. Also, it looked really fucking good.
I thought for the most part it did look good. I thought the scenes in space looked really good.
I didn't see any CGI where I was like, that looks bad.
The only thing I don't think looked very good is when they showed Sly Stallone. Like when he's like floating in front of the Ravagers and it's clearly just his face on a screen.
I didn't notice that. Maybe next time.
I don't think that looked great, but I was able to forgive that because he was in the movie for literally 30 seconds.
Yeah. Also,
oh man, I was so proud of you. Good morning out there.
But the fight scenes were fucking spectacular. Like that one scene where they all get together again on the ship where it's exploding, and Drax opens the door and everybody's just ready for them, and they just fucking tear it up. And it's like a big oneer. Like the camera just follows different people.
Yeah, when I think it's Mantis does like a big swing or something, and the camera's like following her.
Yeah,
it was really well shot.
Yeah, it was great. And then again, they do a similar thing when the High Evolutionary gets Rocket and he's like tossing Rocket around.
Mm-hmm.
And then Rocket uses the fucking magnet boots that were like foreshadowed in the very beginning. I was like, oh, God damn, that's good writing. And then like he blasts him, and then everybody beats the shit out of him real quick. And they fucking peel his face off, but we went over that. Yeah, that's good shit.
I love they ripped his face off.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt looks a lot smaller in this movie than he has in previous movies.
Yeah, he looks like thinner.
Yeah, he looks great. He was in great shape.
Yeah.
But like, I'm glad he's not as jacked anymore because he doesn't need to be.
Yeah, and it makes sense because he's been drinking and he's depressed in this movie. So like,
that was something I wish they did more with.
Yeah, I think he rallies once he sees Rocket is dying. So
Yeah,
he's
that's
like,
true.
he's like, let me snap out of my funk. I got to help my friend. And there's still hints of it though
Yeah,
throughout. I think Chris Pratt had an incredible performance in this movie.
he was really good. He was excellent in this.
Yeah, and Mantis and Drax as per usual, great stuff.
We had the requisite Howard the Duck cameo.
Yeah,
Can we please get a Howard the Duck show?
that would be great.
Can we please get Seth Green voicing Howard the Duck in a show?
Yeah, I would love that. I loved the good dog thing or bad dog.
Yes.
With Cosmo,
He called me a bad dog.
Yeah, and like she keeps bringing it up, like even at the card game, and Howard Duck is like, "You gotta get over it."
Yes,
man. Like,
yeah. Just tell her she's a good dog.
Yeah, he's like, "Well, I would, but she's kind of a bad dog."
Because she's a good dog. I know you didn't mean it. They replaced Miley Cyrus in this, which was weird.
Who was Miley Cyrus?
In the second one, she was the voice like the floating robot head.
Oh, who was it now?
Now it's Tara Strong.
Oh, famous voice actress.
I mean, yeah, she's one of the greatest voice actresses of all time. So, yeah. But it's just weird. Just like Pete Davidson cameos in this.
Yeah, I saw him in the credits, but I didn't catch.
He was that little like blob thing.
Little blob. Oh, the thing where she's like, ah.
I think so, yeah, because it says Pete as Griddlemop and Fletic. I think those are creations of the High Evolutionary.
Okay.
Either way, I was like, that's another guy James Gunn's going to love to use.
Yeah. And just kill.
Yeah.
Like he did in the Suicide Squad. He was the first guy to fucking eat it.
Loved it. I do like Linda Cardellini as Lila. I thought she does a really good job voicing Lila.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Those three were hard to watch.
We talked about it. I don't want to go back. I can't keep going for it.
Goddamn, too cute and too sad.
Yes. Loved seeing Nathan Fillion in an extended part.
Oh yeah, fucking hilarious.
I got one of those guys too. Yeah. This guy, love him. Great, awesome.
Yeah, you're doing a great job.
Yeah, like right in front of him. It's like, what the fuck? This is so good. Nathan Fillion's awesome. I love their little worm outfits. They're little
it's like biomechanical, fucking gross but effective.
Yeah, that whole world looked gross but awesome.
Yeah.
I really liked that. I liked Star-Lord trying to seduce that woman. He goes, I told you she was into me.
Yeah.
Right. Here she goes, I'm not that stupid. I just needed to get into the system.
Yeah. And Gamora likes that. You see, she's like, this guy maybe he's not such a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that was really, really fun.
That is a running, like in the first two movies, Star-Lord is kind of like just a dumb guy.
Yes.
In this, he's like resourceful and smart.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
You got to learn over time.
You
can't be stupid for 3 straight movies.
Right. He's grown. Like, that's the thing. The character stuff in this and every other James Gunn movie I've seen with superheroes, at least, he's fucking knocking it out of the park. Characters are learning from their mistakes. They're growing.
Yes.
And, I mean, my wife, again, she said, like, I think these movies are about the stages of grief. Like the first one is, I don't know the stages of grief in order, but I know the last one's acceptance, and that's what this one is. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
So, you know what I didn't know?
What's that?
In this, Young Rocket was voiced by Sean Gunn.
What doesn't that guy do?
Be a leading man.
Turns out.
Yeah. I did get a crack at Kraglin. What do you call him? Cragula, him and Nebula working together. Yeah. Cragula back together. I love that.
I also like the change in Nebula. Like Nebula is just like, this is my family. I love these people.
Yeah.
And it's like she hated everything and everyone.
Your eyes are so black. And he goes, that's because my father replaced. Well, he chose a great color.
Again, Chris Pratt, hilarious.
Yeah,
Hilarious
he was really good in this. I thought he was dead. I really bought it.
Same.
I was like, holy fucking shit, they're killing Star-Lord.
Yeah.
And then when Adam Warlock comes back and they do the fucking creation of Adam shot with the fingers touching, I was the only one in the theater and I went, ha!
Yeah.
And then no one else laughed and I was like, oops.
Yeah, emotional scene I've ruined for everyone.
Yeah. I was like, I get that reference. Ha ha ha.
But like, I like how right before that he's like, why did you save me? And Groot's like, everybody deserves a second chance.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, I'll be a nice guy now. I'm a nice guy.
When he's bloating into Chris Fat, when he's like floating away.
Nice.
Thanks. He started to look like Kurt Russell a little bit.
He did, didn't he?
I don't know if they did that. If they did that like intentionally, but he started to have like a little like Kurt Russell look with all the like his hair started turning white because of the ice and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did like that. I hope Will Poulter's back as Warlock.
Yeah, I can't imagine because Adam Warlock in the comics is like a huge cosmic player.
Yeah.
So like
I think he's got to be from here on out.
Yeah. And he's gonna have to be less of a baby idiot if they're gonna really do something with him.
Well, I think there's a lot of work to do, or not work to do, but I think there's a lot they can do with a superhero or a guy who's just learning his moral compass. You know what I mean? That's why I think a television show of the Guardians or even a fucking Adam Warlock show could be pretty interesting because you get to spend 6 episodes with this guy who is learning the ropes. He has all these powers, but he should not be loose.
Right. And, maybe even have Rocket train him because he's the leader. Because at the end of that mid-credit scene, he's just a part of the team.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. It was a good movie.
I love that they finally addressed Quill's grandpa.
Yeah.
Now, at one point he's got to be like 90 something years old. Then he sees him and he's only in his maybe 60s.
Yeah. It's like the same actor.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Which is fine, but they didn't do enough to age him up. I'm sorry.
No. Like he has a nurse, but he's just like maybe 70. Maybe.
Yeah. I was like, fine. Having a nurse, I don't blame him, but like, he's not nearly as old as I thought he was going to be here. Do you know who it was who voices that War Pig?
No.
That's Judy Greer.
I saw her in the credits as well.
Yeah. She's awesome.
She is great. She's in everything and is great in everything, but like I feel like if a lot of people see her in the street, they're gonna just be like,
yeah.
Is that
probably how she likes it.
Yeah, it's probably an
say goodbye
life.
to these, Michael.
Yeah. I like it was in like the 4th season, which is not great, but somebody's like moving stuff behind her and Michael goes, "Oh, watch your back." She's like, "No, you watch your back."
yeah.
Fucking gold.
Fucking brilliant. I really liked this. It's funny, you said you thought it was on par with the first one. I actually thought this was the weakest of the 3.
Robbie.
Listen, the first 2 are incredible. You know,
I think
this is just a notch below it.
Fair. I think these are the strongest. This is the strongest trilogy in the MCU.
Easy.
Yeah.
I think what comes close is the Captain America trilogy.
Yes.
The second is Captain, and then I'd probably Iron Man.
Yeah, I mean, I like Iron Man 1. 3 is okay. I don't remember liking 2.
I don't think anybody likes 2. I haven't seen the Iron Mans in a very long time.
Same, except I saw the first one not too long ago, and that shit is hot fire.
Oh yeah.
The second one has the race scene, which is fucking really, really good. Everything else is like,
yeah.
In the Thor trilogy, that ain't shit.
The Thor quadrilogy has one good movie.
Yeah. And you know what? I think the second one is the second best movie. Everybody shits on it.
Yeah, I think it's
check out our episode.
I think it's the third best movie.
What do you think? The first one's better?
Yeah, I think the first. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
I think the worst one now is probably Thor: Love and Thunder.
Same. I agree.
Because it's an absolute mess.
Yeah.
What'd you think of the bat creatures on this counter Earth or whatever the fuck they called it?
Honestly, I felt bad because they all just died.
Yeah.
And there was like nobody was like, that guy just killed an entire place. They just kind of moved past it. And I thought that was something worth maybe dwelling on for a second or two.
I think they've encountered so much death that they're like, all right, well, we couldn't save them. Let's just keep moving on.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, like, what a nice family. Like, they gave you everything you needed, and then they died.
Yeah, you didn't think to, like, try to get them on a ship or something.
Yeah.
And you watch them eat shit, too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, this was a really good movie.
It was. And, again, I don't think this is a hard PG-13. This is something that I wouldn't show my kid until they were, like, 13. Or 12.
10.
I don't know.
9. I saw much worse than this when I was a kid.
Same. But I don't know. I just feel like,
and that's why I'm the man I am today.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's why you're the man you are today, Robbie.
I remember when I was a kid, I don't know how I stumbled upon a pissing video. I was mortified. I was absolutely mortified.
And now look at you. That's what you search regularly.
Exactly.
And you send to me.
Yeah, I go, Andy, check out these golden showers. Yeah. Golden showers in your eyes. Like,
oh, stop. God. And it's during the work day?
Yeah. I'm sending you voice messages doing that.
I'm trying to teach a second grade class here, Robbie.
Yeah, well, you listen to it. That's on you. You're like, oh, class, check it out. True. My buddy Rob sent me something.
Hold on. Let me put this on speaker.
Hey, I'm going to hook this up to the projector so everyone can really hear this.
Let me put this on the smart board.
Do you have anything else to say about Guardians the Third?
I think that I am an easily won over audience member, because if a movie makes me cry, I'm like, I'm in. This movie's great.
Fair. And, I mean, yes, if a movie makes you cry, that means it's doing its job.
Right. But like, I put it on a pedestal when I cry at a movie. Like recently I said, Everything Everywhere All at Once is like possibly my favorite movie. And that still stands because I watched it again and I had the exact same reaction. Okay. And I said, I am coming for my eyeballs.
Oh boy.
This movie's incredible. The Guardians movies are also incredible. The second one didn't make me cry. Therefore, it is the weakest.
That's fair. You know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair way to look at it, actually. Because I don't think I cried at the second one either.
Yeah. And the first one, I don't cry. I tear up.
Oh, I weep like a baby at that opening scene.
That gets me teared up, and the end gets me teared up.
Yeah.
But the third one made me weep like a maiden.
Yes. Anytime Baby Rocket or Young Rocket was on screen, I was like, oh, here come the tears.
Yeah. God damn it. And then, but even at the end, it was like tears of joy because everything worked out. And I was like, oh my God, he's been through so much. Thank you.
Well, I love the fact that he's like, we have to save all of them. Like,
that's
no,
great.
We're not just saving the fucking humans. We're saving all of them.
Yeah. Like the scene where he walks up to the cage with all the baby raccoons.
Oh my God.
No words. And I was just like, oh, fuck. I'm crying over
here. Oh my God. Oh my Lord. That was getting me. Did you notice when they're saving all the animals, that one monkey starts ripping up a woman's face?
Yeah, it did.
I was like, I feel like that was a little thing James Gunn threw in as a joke. That's hysterical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
She's like, ah!
Yeah.
But she's not even a bad guy. This is just some innocent woman who gets her face ripped apart by a monkey.
She's just trying to help.
Incredible movie. Very sad. Really good. I'm going to give it a very high mark. I don't know exactly what I'd give it, but a very hard mark.
No, this is a 10 out of 10 for me because the first one's a 10 out of 10. So it's 10 out of 10. Because usually we talk about what this means for the MCU going forward. But like the Guardians have always been kind of,
it's their own thing. I don't see this connecting really all that much to the rest of the MCU.
I don't think so either.
You know, I think we'll get Star-Lord, but they did a pretty good job. Like at the end, everyone's like, I'm done. By the way, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm quitting.
Yeah.
Do my own thing. Bye.
I like how Dave Bautista does not go shirtless because he's like, I'm tired of this.
I'm in my 50s, guys.
This
I can't.
is so hard. This is so hard.
I don't blame him.
I don't blame him either.
He's awesome. I don't think I'm enjoying this defense anymore.
Yeah.
He may be stupid. You think I'm stupid? Forget.
Yeah. And he's like, hey.
Do you see how strong? You speak their language? Why didn't you say that? Why didn't you ask?
Yeah. Gold.
He's so good.
Always.
I got home and I wrote a song.
Yo, I did the same thing. You got a pick?
I have a pick.
Flip that shit, baby.
You want heads or tails?
I want tails this time, Robbie.
It's heads. You want to go first? I'll let you go first.
No, you know what? It's fucking rigged.
Okay. You know, people like you, every time you lose, you think it's rigged. Stop the steal, right, Andy?
Well, listen, lock her up. Okay.
All right. So my song is called Imperfect.
Okay.
And it goes like this. When I was a boy, treated like a toy, I wanted to fly high into the sky, build my own machines like no one's ever seen, travel with my friends, never come back again, no more experiments, we're living merriment, travel the galaxy, there's nothing we won't see, oh maybe I don't need friends. Have you done? Who am I? What am I? Where am I from? The world's imperfect, but so am I. It's all imperfect, and we're all gonna die. I'm a monstrosity. Look what he's done to me, escaping mortal peril. I think I'm going feral. I'm coming right at you. There's nothing you can do. You wanna seek revenge, but you know I'll avenge all my friends who died and all the tears I cried. I put him in his place. I just ripped off his face. That bastard got what he deserved. Have you done? Who am I? What am I? Where am I from? The world's imperfect, So that was my song Imperfect.
Well, it couldn't be about me, right?
Exactly.
Because I'm perfect.
Yep, that's the word I'd use.
Thanks.
It's really from the perspective of like Rocket.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm imperfect. The world's imperfect. This high evolutionary is a piece of shit. And hey, we're all going to die anyway.
Yeah.
So,
I like the you got like a cool walking bass line going throughout that whole thing. I really like that.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, it's funny. That's the one part of the song I was like, I really like this bass line. That's like the one part to me that really, I was like, I enjoy that.
It was just like walking all over that neck. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll give it little kisses too.
Ooh.
My bass squirted.
Oh my God. From where? The input?
I got a shock.
Yeah, you got to take that to the shop, man.
I'm like, hey, my bass is coming.
And they're like, you got the coming bass. All right.
Oh, yeah, it makes sense. We see this a lot. We see this a lot nowadays.
Yeah.
It's those damn Gen Zers.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, that was my song Imperfect. Whenever it's a new song, but I don't really have much to say. Like, it's like there it is. Yeah,
I mean, good. I liked it.
Thank you. But yeah, tell us about your song.
Catchy chorus.
Thank you. I was having a good time with the organ in that. And I would follow
like kidney, like line. A kidney, or like
my
a
kidney.
liver?
Yep. No, it was my kidney. I'm suffering kidney failure.
Oh my God! I thought you said you were having a good time with your organ.
Yeah. Well, I drank too much.
Oh my God! Wouldn't that affect your liver before it affected your kidney?
You know what? I had no liver. How's that?
Oh, you're gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well, my song is called Acceptance, which is the running theme throughout the movie. I understand themes in movies. I'm a pretty learned fella. But I didn't really know what the chorus like. I didn't know what to call it because the chorus, it's kind of, there's no like definitive word in the chorus. So I was just like, all right, the theme is acceptance.
There's no word.
Yeah, I'm like scatting.
He's a scat man.
I'm beat bopping and scatting and I'm losing it.
Oh, nice.
It's a little bit of Haley Steinfeld for you. Seinfeld. I'm sorry. This joke is ran away from me. It's called Acceptance.
Can't accept the fate. Sometimes I think that it's not fair. I have to carry all this weight. I can't spin your design. Accept all that you have lost. And now I realize what I am and what you We can't keep running forever. At some point we gotta face the truth. Grief destroyed me, made me hollow. I'm more than the trauma from my youth. I can't fit your design. Accept all that you have lost. Now I realize
That's my song, Acceptance.
I accept it.
Very, very
I liked
good.
it.
Thank you. It's about Rocket.
Yeah, it's very melancholy.
Yeah, very melancholy flower.
Very good.
Thank you. Yeah, just about how he, by the end of the movie, he accepts that he is a raccoon. He knows what he is. He knows who his friends are. He knows he's stronger with his friends. He understands that his trauma is why he can be an asshole, and he's working on it. And that is good.
He's going to therapy.
Yeah, essentially. It's just like
a bitch.
Robbie. It's a very healthy thing. But and again, the high evolutionary, the more he can't accept that he can't help everything, the more he loses. Like as the movie progresses, like even his like right hand was like, you have to stop. This is too much.
I can't wait till my right hand evolves into a vagina.
When in what world, Robbie? Very good answer. But like she pulls a gun on him and then everybody turns on him and then he kills everybody.
Oh, that scene was awesome when everyone turned on him.
Yeah. And like again, he just can't accept, so he's destroying everything else in his life, which is like, when you succumb to the depression from grief or whatever trauma you have, you're ruining your life over it. Like you gotta find a way to accept it, and I think this movie is very well written in that regard. And it's a good movie.
I agree.
Yeah, I think we really watched this movie,
We really did watch this movie.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with the DC movies now.
Same, because like, man, did they fuck up letting that guy go?
Yes, they did.
Wow. Just wow.
Wowza.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think this is gonna have much bearing on the MCU at large, but you never know. I'm sure we'll see some of these characters in the next Avengers. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think that's when we'll see Star-Lord again. That's when they'll all come back, but we're not going to be seeing Warlock or any members of the High Evolutionaries crew in any upcoming Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Which is totally fine. I like that these movies are somewhat separate.
Yeah, I think it's to their benefit.
You're right.
Yeah. So what do we got going on next week?
Ooh, that is an excellent question that you have just asked me at this moment. That is such a good question. And that's such a good question that I'm going to give it so many more superlatives before I even answer it. That is a great question. That is a cool question. Okay.
I'm going to guess. Is it Fast and Furious?
That's a great question.
Wow, Rob's very, very complimentary.
It is Fast and Furious. It is the Fast and the Furious, yeah.
I'm so fucking good at guessing.
You're excellent at guessing. You're so good at guessing.
I guess I am.
Yeah, we're doing the very first, the Fast and the Furious, getting ready for Fast 10.
Fast X.
Speedy boys doing speeds.
That's my ex-boyfriend was fast in bed, so we used to call him Fast X.
Because his name was Xavier.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Hey, Andy, where can they find our music?
Well, you could go to pretty much anywhere you get your music, including Spotify, Deezer. Apple Music. Yeah, Deezer. You could go ahead and search The Royds, ROYDS. And we got 2 albums and a Christmas song. And then you could check out our podcast songs by going to TheRoyds.bandcamp.com. And you are like guaranteed to nut or your money back, right, Robbie?
Oh boy, we're not saying that.
Okay. You're guaranteed to nut or fucking sucks, dude.
Yeah, sucks to be you.
Yeah. What about the socials on the media?
Excellent question. They can find us on Instagram at @_Royds,
mm-hmm.
on Twitter at TheRoydsBand, and on YouTube and TikTok at TheRoydsBand and at TheRoyds. I fucked that up, but you get the idea.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, you get the idea. You can also send us an email at roydsreview@gmail.com. That's ROYDSREVUE@gmail.com.
Yeah, you won't fucking do it.
No, you
Fucking
won't,
do
you're
it.
a bitch.
Yeah, fucking do it then.
But
Prove me wrong.
also give us like a 5-star review and stuff.
Oh yeah, tell your friends. Word
Tell
of
your friends,
word
tell
of
your
mouth,
family.
which is a Ludacris album from the early
Is it?
2000s. Yeah,
Luda.
word of mouth. Yeah, he's in the Fast and Furious, but not the one we watched. But he's in it eventually.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, Fast and Furious next week, and bye everybody.
Bye. I'm gonna go mow my lawn.
It's a good idea.
If you know what I'm saying.
I didn't realize it was a euphemism. Okay,
No,
bye.
It's not. I'm just gonna cut my grass.
Oh, cool.
All right, bye.